Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today in this video I'm going to talk about how to find your passion. Now a lot of times what happens is that most of the people ended up living the life they don't want to live. So what you have to do is first take a sheet of paper or maybe a memo in your phone, notepad in your phone or in your laptop or PC. What I want you to do is that write 10 things. Now you can write anything that you want. Just give your time, maybe take like 1 week, 1 month, 2 months, or even a year. Don't be in a hurry to find it. Just give yourself a time. Like for example, when you were cooking a meat or a curry, you give time for that curry to cook very well. Even if you are hungry, you're not in a hurry, to taste it, to eat it. You are always in that zone, that thinking zone, uh, that let it cook in a more better way, let it cook in a very good way so that I can eat it. So this is what I want to tell to you, is that give yourself time. Now one thing you have to remember is that don't write, if you wanted to write a 10 list, then don't write 15 or 16. If you're going for 20 lists, then don't write 25, 26. Don't go beyond 20. Always should be in under 20, like 20, not 21, not 22. The reason why is that because when you write 25, so in the end, if you only write, it will not work. You will have to test it out. So any product the company makes has to test, has to see the feedback of the customer, whether they find it suitable for them or not. If they don't understand the feedback of the customer, if they don't take the feedback from the customer, it will be difficult for them to grow in the near future. Because every product for a creator, it might feel like it's a good product. They may feel like, oh, that's okay, everything I've done, everything I think people will like I'm putting out content, and for me I feel like I've done my best. But it's only the customer, it's only the listener, it's only the reader, whether they like or not, it only up to them. So here you are product, you creator of the product, you are also consumer. That's how it is. So what you want to do is that when you write it down, the list, it should not be 11 or 12. Keep this in mind. The second thing is that you have to do is that on the second page, that what you're going to do is that you will experiment, you're going to work on it. Let's say you like maybe dancing or swimming. So what you have to do is that when you are in a do a swimming, when you go for a swimming, then don't take the running in that same day. Like the reason why I told you earlier in the video is about that why you have to keep in 10 or 20 lists, is because now if you like a 10 list, so you will have 5. So when you have a 20, so 10, 5, 5, 5, 5. When you have 30, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. That's equal to 30, right? So when you do you can not do a 30 list in a day. You will have to eat, you will have to wash your clothes, you will have some other things. You cannot give your entire day for that thing. You will feel bored. Let's say you live running or and go to gym, so you cannot keep this thing together. Maybe you love running outdoor in a road, maybe you love running in a mountain, maybe you love running inside your home. So you cannot do every physical activity in one day, so you have to keep for other day also. This is why I was telling that keep it in a 5 list. If you keep more than 10 lists, like 15, then it will be difficult track it down. It will be difficult because then you will feel more discouraged. This will not work for me, because now you are mentally or physically exhausted. So this is the reason why I told you that you should keep like 10 or 20 lists, not beyond like 21, 22 or like 15 or leave-in list. So now I hope you understand all these things. Now let's come to our second, third, third phase. In the third phase, you have to do is that now you have the list. Now what are you going to do? You go and test it out. How are you going to test it? You keep 5 things, like let's say you listed out 5 things to do today. So whenever you do this, don't go to the other next list. Do these 5 things throughout the week. Let's say you have my 10 list. So do these 5 things throughout the weeks, and whenever you do that task, you write it down, and how you feel once you've done it. How do you feel inside? How do you how was your thought at that time? How you did you feel good or bad? Write it down. So at the end of the week, and try to revise it. What are the things, and how was I feeling that time, and make sure you give rating depending on the task you have given. The more rating, or maybe you didn't like, eliminate them. So let's say you did certain activities they didn't like, delete them. If you don't like it, delete them, eliminate them, because you will not want to keep make that junk in your list. The more, remove them. The things you don't like, remove them. The things you don't like, remove them. By end of the week, you will have all this idea that which are the things I did enjoy, which are the things I didn't enjoy, and your whole idea about that by the end of the week. So the reason why you have to delete is because you don't want, if you don't enjoy, why you gonna keep in the list? Just delete them. By end of the you see if these are what are the things you enjoy the most. Again, now you have, I told you that you have 10 let's say you have 10 lists. So do these 5 lists like for 1 month. See which is the highest. Go for see who has the highest list, means, and from this list which has the highest ratings that you were given, which way that you feel you lost yourself, you feel you forgot everything that's happening around once you do it. Now after that, by the end of the 1 month, delete all the things that you didn't love, then move on to another 5 list. That's how I want you to do. Now don't include like running, and as I told you, running and jogging as you going to gym in one day. Keep it in a separate way, like different in a day. Now fourth point. And the fourth point, now you have the list. Now you have you have the list. That you have the ratings. Now what are you going to do in the last is this. Now what are you going to do is, let's say you love journaling. I'm just giving you just example, okay? Journaling, you vlogging, and let's say you like let's say you like sketching, or maybe let's say you write collecting scrapbooks, collecting these pictures in carton, and you have to make a scrapbook. These things. Now people have lots of different interests depending on the people. My interest, my like, the things I like, you might not, it not be similar to you. Now people nowadays they're coming on internet, different hobbies. Some people like in journaling, some people like making a product review. So what I want to do now is that, now once you figure out what are the things you love the most, and you made a list, you took out all the mess, like 5 things you got at the end of the all this session. In the end is to do a research. Let's say you love journaling. Now figure out what are the things that you can do under this category, the journaling. There are many things you can do. And even there was a question in Quora. I got it from Quora. I had an account in Quora. There's question answer inside. So I got a question like, how can I make a living by reading books? So I listed out 4 to 5 lists. So you might love reading books. So how can you do that? So now let's understand about journaling first. Then we'll go to reading. So you can journal, you can research it, what are things that there are many different journals. So you buy the journal, then you write it about the journaling. You can in journaling, what are the things you can include? Like you can include like stickers. You can include like stickers. You can make an account on journaling. Most of the best social media site for reading for bookworms, or if you love journaling, is that Instagram, and then what you call Pinterest. Facebook is not that good because Facebook is filled with different events, so people might even not get able to attract more of the audience. Instagram and what you call Pinterest is best. These are the great site. So you can review a journaling model. You bought the journaling, then you show to the people, these are the journaling, this is a good journaling, and that's how you can monetize yourself. Or maybe you can write the advantage of related to journaling, bullet journal. There are so many types of different types of ways of journaling. Lots of like bullet journaling, and I don't know, there are many of them. I didn't know much of them, but there are many. But I know that. So you can create the entire ecosystem earning in it. There's one guy called Oren Dardin, something like that. Oren Dardin, something like that. I forgot the name. He is entirely medicinal on vibration, like how to make your vibration high, the spiritual world. It only talks about that vibration, letting you go. But still, if you look at this video, you find every video is like almost same, but the way he explains it almost feels like different. People are listening. People are like, there's a views, lots of views are coming in. I shocked. If you look only one video and you look at other video, it was almost like same. He's talking about letting you go, how to let go. These are the things, how to keep your vibration high. These are the things that he's focusing on. Let's say this is the first one, you like journaling. Second point is that let's say you like reading. So in reading, there's a lot of advantages. Like you can create a book, YouTube, or you take a book and review. Like I'm doing, like explaining to you, like in motivational speaking, that you can do like that, like recommending books. These are the great books you can buy. Now, you don't have to buy physically. There's a site called PDF Drive where you can download PDF ebooks for free. You don't have to worry about. You can download a countless of time. You can do that, or you can, like, let's say this reading. This is another way reading books, like reviewing books, YouTube books, and you can buy recommend books. You can review books. You can create a blog. People are earning from blog, like book blogs, and these are the ways. Now there are so many ways that you can earn money. If you do research on specific field that you are interested on, you're gonna find many ways to monetize your site. You can find many ways, to increase earning on that particular field. I hope this video was helpful to you. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.